A new one from DDD on Cyclops Recordings, label D Subtronics. Revolving Eclipse, another 4-tracker here, just over a quarter of an hour. One thing that I have to say off the bat is with this artwork, can we make it a consistent thing, please, of like just having the outlines of emblems or logos or whatever. This does not look amazing in my opinion. Just having these like block squares in the bottom corners, like look at this amazing artwork that someone's done and you're just slapping these squares on top of it. Honestly, I mean, again, it's an incredible piece of art for the EP. I'm like, come on bruv, like you can do better than that. There's no one scanning that barcode, bruv. Like, take the barcodes off. There are a few other labels that are guilty of this as well, so you know, it's not a 1 or 2 label thing. Just don't, I don't know. Revolving Eclipse EP from DDD. Lightning Drive is the opener, and we're gonna hear it right now. Oi! Okay. A little trappy breakdown. Oh, no, okay. Good stuff so far. Enjoying this one. Is it going to be another double drop situation? You know, we're getting a bit of a midsection here, to be fair. This has got a bit of an Achios flavour to it, actually. Woo! Was that actually 2 minutes and 58? Is that it? No way, that felt way longer. I think the drops had this kind of extensive feel to them because they were quite progressive. They felt like they were evolving and mutating as they went on, which was cool. Yeah, just a very lively tune. Saw a couple people in the chat say it's just like Achios but a bit cuter, and I can't disagree. You know, it had that forthright rhythmy approach, a melody just playing quite a big part in the introduction and the midsection, which was awesome. Just had a very Achios kind of feel to it. And then yeah, the heaviness itself was direct, to the point, quite constant, whilst, you know, evolving at various points here and there. Production was solid, beefy, backed up, and then beyond that it was just quite jubilant and full of life, whilst also keeping it quite naughty in quite an important way, you know, quite dark, while still having that upbeat, jumpy vibe to it. And I think for what it was going for, it did pretty much everything right, if I'm being honest. Maybe the midsection could have been just a bit longer, but then again, I do enjoy the snappiness of it. Not a crazy inventive tune, but yeah, for what it's doing pretty much everything right, if I'm being honest. The bounce of it and the flow as well, you know, something that has to be mentioned, I think. Moving on, we have Shadow Tech. Damn man, hair's moving mad today. Ooh, oi. It's alright, it's decent. Aggressive, quite large, quite fat. Snare's rough for me. I mean, the ideas for me just aren't doing very much here effectively, so looking forward to what we are going to get in the second drop if it's any different. Good energy, good aggression to it, quite full on, and quite refreshing, I think, to just hear DDD go down that overly dark route where, you know, when I think by this point it's kind of become renowned recently for the more vibrant, radiant, melodic approach. So yeah, it was quite good to hear that. The execution for me, not quite there. Felt a bit rough, a bit jarring on the ear, especially with that snare. Just quite abrasive for me. Bit of a put off, if I'm being honest. And the ideas themselves were just like blah 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 blah. Like, the arrangement was good, the flow was very good. Did enjoy those two aspects. I think that made for the movement of it overall being quite good. But yeah, like, the ideas, they're not really doing anything, if I'm being honest. There's not really much invention here. It's just kind of relying on the heaviness of it and the impact of that heaviness to kind of keep it going, keep it ticking along. Track number 3 here is Sidekick. Oh yeah. Quite a lot going on here. Parts of it I'm enjoying, parts of it I'm a bit like, eh. But overall, the energy, the range of ideas we're getting here is sick. Damn. Oh, still got about half a minute to go. Ah, okay. Oh yeah, that outro was fucking sumptuous. Yeah, but overall, I think, like I said, a mix of good and not so good for me. It was quite wild, you know, a lot going on. But yeah, just a bit of a mix of stuff that was excelling very much so, you know, that was had a bit of a different feel to it and was quite ambitious and just unpredictable, off the wall, which I enjoyed. But then other parts which were again just a bit jarring and a bit off-putting, which kind of put the good stuff in perspective a bit. The intro I enjoyed a lot. The outro, I thought, was one of the best sequences we've got so far. But yeah, the kind of focal moments, the middle moments that we got here, again, it's just like a mix of, for me, what DDD is best at. Flow, again, being there. The arrangement, very good. The range of sounds being fantastic, how it's all brought together, just being done in a very on point way. And then other parts that just feel a bit muddled, a bit confused, like just doing too much going on, leaving me thinking maybe that it could have just done with a bit more decisiveness with its direction, I suppose. We have the closer here on this EP, Silver Crown, with Christian Haywood. Milan Away, the longest number here at 5 minutes 12 seconds to close off. Very, very Exo-Bolt vibes going on here. Which section is going to make it 5 minutes is what I want to know. Is it going to be the midsection that we're getting right here? Okay, it's not a midsection, it's a double drop situation. Okay. It's alright. I think the thing I like about it most is that it sounds very distinctly like DDD. It's got that vibrant, radiant, heavy feel to it, full of life, sprightly, energetic. I like that. The ideas are okay. The ideas are fine, you know, it's a bit all over the place for me conceptually, but again, it sounds like DDD. And that is the thing that is making me enjoy it at the moment. Okay, extensive outro time. Very nice. All fading out. Fading out. You love to hear it. I do love a bit of fading out. I do like a bit of fading out. Nice nice ending there, I think. Not the most refined, I think, that DDD has sounded, but a good dose of his style for the most part. Yeah, again, just that vibrant, radiant, heavy feel, which DDD is all about. I enjoyed the extensive feel of it. Conceptually, I think the ideas did just sound a bit muddled, a bit random. Didn't have a proper definite direction to them. Didn't feel like it had a bit of an aim or a goal in mind. Just felt a bit wayward with where it was going. It was still a nice tune. Enjoyed hearing 5 minutes of DDD. That outro was lovely. Loved the fading out, the charm of it. Quite a glistening feel to it. A bit romantic as well, you know. Just got a bit of that bit of that charm to it, a bit saucy, you know. And so overall here, I think every tune for me, aside from track number 2, Shadow Tech, has got something really good going for it. So you got Lightning Drive, which is my pick here at the moment, just DDD in full flow, everything that his style is good for. Not really putting a foot wrong that one, just being a good solid DDD cut. Yeah, just excelling for me in every way. Shadow Tech was just a bit rough for me, not quite pulling through in any way. It was nice to hear his style be a bit more aggressive, a bit more full on, a bit more outright heavier, but yeah, the execution, the ideas just weren't quite there for me. Sidekick, I think I enjoyed for, what was it, the first half, but the second half not quite working or something like that. But it could be split quite easily into, you know, something I enjoyed. Yeah, it was the fact that the ideas, there were good parts to them and parts that weren't so good, and overall feeling on the one hand quite muddled, and on the other hand each drop just having something quite jazzy and quite wow factory about it, if you get me. And then the final one, love hearing DDD style over a 5-minute runtime. That was cool. A nice vocal from Christian Hayward, extensive feel to it, nice range of sections that we got there. Outro in particular for me standing out, but the heaviness itself, whilst it does sound distinctly like DDD, just coming off as a bit wayward, just a bit not with the proper true direction to it, just feeling a bit random. Is another good selection of DDD cuts here, very much putting his stamp on this EP. That is gonna be my thoughts on that one, the new 4-track EP on Cyclops Recordings from DDD.